Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of All of a Sudden Podcast. We're here again, remote, and today we got two new special guests. I don't think they've been on the podcast before. Oh, Jacob has been, yeah. So we have our new guest, Priscilla, and coming back we have Jacob.
Yo, Priscilla hailing all the way from Walla Walla, Washington. Right?
Yep.
And Jacob from the garage of his home, his little workout studio.
Workout studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know. So what's up, Jacob? I heard you got that sweet COVID check.
Yeah, I got paid today, man. It's just crazy. Woke up like at 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I guess get my fucking workout schedule started. I wake up 6 every day. You know what I'm saying? Work out 2 hours. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's up. I'm gonna see if I got that shit. So I called, and like I didn't expect to have it already. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, if I got it, cool. If I didn't, you know, whatever. I got it, and well, when I called, they said that, like, you know, I'm not gonna say the amount because it's
honestly, it's your business.
You're all like,
but I got paid.
Yeah, it's a pretty penny, dude. So like that shit kind of woke me up. I was like, oh shit, what the like? It just came in out of nowhere. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I got.
It's cool that it actually did happen because there was a lot of speculation that it wasn't, like, people were like, well, is it ever gonna drop or what? And then since yesterday, I heard like a few people like saying, oh, I got it. But I was kind of skeptical. I was like, nah, these are the kind of people that would fuck around. They're the kind of people that would actually lie about getting it just to like be like, I got you, or whatever. But
or whatever.
But now that I'm seeing more and more,
did you tell them about your plan now that you got your money?
What's your plan?
Yeah,
what's your plan?
He's gonna
go off the grid.
He's gonna take a nice sweet vacation now that he's got paid.
Oh yeah, you're gonna invest in a bug out bag and take off.
Go explore the world. I'll live off the land.
This boy thinks he won the lottery and he's ready to call it quits.
I mean, basically, it's almost like that because it's a pretty sweet amount, especially if you have kids. I know it's like an extra like $500 each, so it's a pretty penny.
Does that count for fur babies?
Shit, I
wish I would have freaking included Wyatt over here.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna ask for like a couple weeks off from work, or just like, you know, lie and say I got the virus so I don't have to go to work, man.
Just say I got the Rona and don't go.
Yeah, like it's cool. Don't get me wrong.
COD.
Oh yeah, it's cool to have a job, bro. No cap, but it's just like, I don't know. Seeing people go to work every day, you know, go eat and shit. It's just like, what are you guys doing? Y'all should be home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, things are just getting worse over here, and they just come about and order a shit ton of food, and like nothing's happening, bro.
I mean, as far as El Paso, as of yesterday, what's today? I don't even know my dates today anymore.
I think today's the 14th.
April 14th, yeah. As of April 13th, they just extended our in El Paso our stay at home till May 17th. Yep. So obviously things are getting pretty rough here. I mean, we've already hit the 300 mark in cases.
Yeah, I saw on FitFam that Easter weekend that everybody was like going out and like they made this whole video and they put like clowns on the faces and stuff. And I was like, damn, like people are really just going all out, like stay the fuck at home.
Yeah. They closed down a lot of the parks, and I know they had like put tape. I know because there's a few parks on my way home from work, and there were cops like just circling and just kind of waiting there to make sure that people weren't celebrating or doing anything crazy.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
What's the situation looking like in Washington?
Yeah, I know that Seattle got hit pretty hard. But that's 3 hours?
Well, actually, it's like 30 minutes from me right now. I moved, remember?
Oh, that's right. You moved, yeah.
Yes. It would have been about an hour and a half. but now it's just south of me. But I don't know. I went out today because I needed to go ship out or mail some things to my family back home, and then I went
So you put
grocery
on a
shopping for
hazmat
like.
suit? I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
no. Well, because I didn't wear a mask. I don't wear a mask when I go out. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I just don't wear a mask. I don't put like the protective thing. I don't wear gloves. I just go out. I do the things that I gotta do. I don't really touch anything. I grab what I need to grab, and that's it. But yeah, there was a lot of people out. There was a lot of people in masks, like hella masks, and then there's like a lot of like stickers everywhere that's like 6 feet, 6 feet, or this is closed, but it doesn't feel like something's going on out here. Like there's so many people out still.
And that's what I've been saying about here. I mean, just the Walmart next to my house in general, when I need to go get, essentials and stuff, there's no difference in the way they're regulating things. Like the only thing you see is the little markers on the floor that no one's paying attention to anyways.
No.
Like both times that I've gone, I've had someone ignore the markers completely and just crowd my back.
I actually got like this thing right here. Well, I got 2 things from work. So now like we have to wear like these. And I have to have it like on my back so that way like people understand like, hey,
6 foot, 7
6
foot,
feet,
8
6
foot.
feet. And then they just invested on like these new masks it has like Powerade on it.
You still got to represent the brand while you're trying to stay safe.
Well, I actually like it because a lot of the ones I was wearing before were like look, you can actually kind of still hear me. A lot of the ones that we had before or that I was using was like my Mortal Kombat one, and I definitely felt a little goofy. But now that I have like the Powerade one, it actually kind of represents or whatever the brand.
Why would you feel goofy? Everybody's dressing like a raver now. Like, they're covering their faces. They have,
Hey, I go out with my glow gloves every day, and I feel freaking fabulous.
Glow gloves?
See?
You don't throw them away or toss them on the street like some people. Oh, look at that!
No, I make sure to throw my gloves every day. But all my plastic gloves have the little LED fingertips, so I just do this to everyone sitting in line to get back.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my God, did you guys see that girl on Facebook? She had made her own mask, or she had gotten some masks, but they had like really tiny penises on it, like little tiny penises, right? And literally, like, she said that people were coming up to her to like that day or whatever at the supermarket, at the store, wherever she was doing her essential like errands and stuff. And they were like, ma'am, your face mask has penises on it. And then she would be like, yeah, kindly step 6 feet away from me, because if you can see them, that means you're too close.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like
perfect.
You shouldn't be able to make out that they're this.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of people actually making them. Huh?
Julian, you'd be able to see those penises quick.
Hell yeah! I'd be like, let me zoom in on that. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people, especially like on the Instagram stories. Everyone's like making their own now. It's like a new little family arts and crafts time to do. But it's I don't know. I guess it gives people like something to do now that they're like stuck at home. Unlike Joe, who just like hits that COD hard, and freaking Jacob now too.
I pretty much, yeah. It's only at night. I try to keep it now only to nighttime, but before I would do like a morning session, and then the late night session that we play with Jacob and our other friend Jay and whoever else wants to get on. But yeah, we've been grinding hard on that.
And people from around the world, apparently.
Yeah, my boy in Britain.
Oh Britain. Yeah, that's right. Were we playing
with
that guy last time? Yeah, it's really interesting.
Do they have like accents and stuff?
Yes.
Well, it's because like,
hello.
How do
TV
you, like...
TV doesn't lie. Accents are real.
I mean,
yeah. There are some
people tell me I have an accent up here, so.
What kind of accent?
An accent that's not from here.
I guess. Oh shit. Well, that
let me put it to you this way: when you meet someone from El Paso here, you automatically know that they're from El Paso. Like just the way that they talk and how they are, like you can automatically tell that they're like from there. There's a lot of people from
El Pasoans.
Yeah, my when I lived on base, my neighbor was from El Paso.
Oh wow.
Look at MJ f***ing up my freaking bed.
I'm seeing her playing with the bed and stuff.
I was like, what?
Well, there's my boy back here. His little chill spot.
Mine's just being him. So what's up, Jacob? You're gonna start doing some reps and stuff, or what? You're gonna like, is this Jacob's like workup video? Yeah. Are you gonna like do a push-up challenge and start nominating people?
Inspiring everyone else to work out.
Ooh, I know. I nominate you guys do a headstand, a yoga headstand.
Oh God,
fuck,
I will die. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna be like those videos where like the girls get like injured or whatever, and my body's just gonna like collapse in on itself.
If I turn it into a standing wall twerk, do I get extra credit?
Standing wall twerk,
Jacob?
like
yes.
Yeah, he said, yep, that's extra credit.
He said extra credit.
I don't even know what that is, honestly.
It's when you do your headstand and you put your legs up against the wall and you just start going.
No.
And your booty starts shaking.
Booty.
You start clapping.
The yoga headstand. I don't even know what that is.
And what is a yoga headstand?
Just how you get into your headstand from yoga, and then you're just up.
It's like one of those where you're like resting on your
on your forearms.
Forearms.
So you put your hands and the way that they taught me, the way the instructor taught me was where your line on your hand is, you're gonna go from there and you're gonna put your like eyebrows, and then where your middle finger goes and where it's right here, like where it ends, that should be the center of your like head.
Brain.
And that should be the flattest. No, that should be the center of your head, and that should be like the flattest part of it. So you want to protect that. And when you go there, that's where you're going to want to cup your hands behind your head. You want to make sure that your pinkies aren't like this, because then you could break one. So you want to tuck one of them in.
Oh my God. Okay.
Jesus
you
Christ.
could break one because of the pressure, or you could fall forward. And then, so then when you put your head like that, you're already putting your head down on the flattest part, and you're resting your forearms, and then boom, you start picking yourself up.
Hell yeah, doing a mother effing headstand.
Do it, Julian.
Headstand, boom.
Right now,
You can add yoga to your workout regimen.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Like I stretch sometimes, and even that's tiring. You know, like it doesn't tire you out, but you're just like, holy shit, like. I wouldn't be able to work out. Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
You would be able to work out. You'd be able to work out better. Oh yeah.
You used to I think like a couple of weeks ago, weren't you doing like daily yoga poses and stuff on your Instagram, Priscilla?
Yeah, I was. And then I was like in the transition of moving, and then the whole like COVID thing, and I haven't had time. Well, okay, like I get it. We have time right now, like all the time, but I haven't purposefully taken the time to do it. Boom, better answer.
Hey, as long you got it in. I mean, it inspired me to pretend I knew what I was looking at and thought yoga was cool.
Hector messaged me and he was like, "You look funny." I was like, "Aw, thanks."
Cool, Julian.
Hey,
yeah,
where'd Julian go?
We just lost Julian again. Oh well.
He'll be back. But you guys actually have a hot yoga place down in El Paso, if you ever want to check it out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the west side, and if not, there's one by UTEP. And yes, I know, Joe, it's like hella far. That's traveling to like, forever.
That's like an hour drive from where I live.
Jesus
I'm out in
Christ.
the slums of Horizon, Texas. So what is hot yoga? Isn't it just like yoga in a very hot room?
Yeah, so imagine like the hottest day in El Paso, just in a room and then doing yoga. So like I think the last hot yoga class that I took was hot yoga sculpt, and it was between 111 and 115, I believe.
Jesus Christ.
And yoga sculpt is different from regular yoga because there's different types of yoga. There's like vinyasa flow, there's asana, there's like all different types. But this specific one that's hot yoga sculpt, it's with weights. So it's like incorporating working out in high intensity interval training with yoga in a 115-degree room.
There you go, Jacob. I think we got our next video. I'm gonna take
What?
you to do some hot yoga.
Hey, naked or what?
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll start taking your clothes off. Not all of it, okay? Whoa, not all of it. It gets hot. It's hard for people to keep like their t-shirts on. Like guys will be in there with basketball shorts and then like that's it. Like, and girls will be in there with a sports bra and their leggings. And like, yeah, it's really hard to be doing those poses, holding them for a really long time, and then like, you know, working out in that intense heat.
Yeah.
So besides
your
guys' besides your guys' fitness, I mean, you both are pretty. I mean, you like to keep fit in some way. I like to gain as much weight as I possibly can. So when the quarantine's over, I can roll out of here, like physically roll.
Roll.
I want to get as big as I physically can, but not muscular. Just with a gut. I just want to come out here with the biggest dad gut.
Styling dad bods.
I used to have a dad bod. That shit was disgusting. Let me tell you, like,
hey, some people are into it. It's okay.
Nah, I was at the point where it's like when my wife was pregnant, bro, we'd have like bags of chips like every day. Like, I'm telling you right now, I used to weigh like 230, 240 pounds, yo. Like that was not a good look for me.
Dang.
Yeah. What are you rocking now, Jake?
Now? I mean, sorry, is that like a?
No, I weigh 185 now.
Damn, look at him.
Yeah, shit. I got pretty buff. Not gonna lie, no cap. It's because for like 3 or 4 months, I did this like, apple cider vinegar, a shot a day and a shot at night before you go to bed. I did that for 3 months. I just stayed on the diet, worked out every day. That's pretty much it. Doesn't take that much. It's not that hard.
Mind over matter and dedication.
Yeah.
So besides that, what else are you guys using to entertain yourselves?
Well, I like to bother MJ and Charles. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
No,
you
go.
No. I talk too much. Go.
Cool. All I do is like, take care of the kids, work out, and play Call of Duty with Joe. It's pretty much all I do.
That's my boy.
Pretty much. That's all.
I know when no one else wants to get on, I can rely on Jacob.
Yeah. Let's go. And I'm like, let's go, man.
That's not bad.
What about you?
I just recently got an Xbox.
Did you?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. What are you using it for?
Upgrade. Woo! For Netflix. Hey, wait. I also use it for Hulu, which I just started watching My Hero Academia. So.
Hell yeah.
How far did you get?
I got as far as Bakugo and Midoriya were fighting. They were finishing like they're like
little beef with each other.
You're really far then. That's like the end of season
3, or is it 3?
Yeah.
I think it's the end of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so cool. And then I recently finished Attack on Titans, but I've been busy with like moving and yoga, decluttering a lot.
Yeah, that's
the girls got a lot of shit, and if you guys were to look through some of the stuff that you guys have like in that closet somewhere when you move the skeletons and shit, like I'm pretty sure you'll find some shit.
I mean, look just behind me, I have so much crap. Like this huge collection of just stuff.
I'm no stranger. I'm no stranger to moving, and I mean, I'm just like a single person, or not like a single person, but just me myself, just with my stuff.
Clarification, lady.
I'm like a single person, but not a single person, but single.
I love you, girl. But just my pops themselves they think the last time I moved took 5 boxes to move all my pops.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they were the Walmart like large box. So I understand that moving is a pain in the butt. I mean, I think I moved 6 times in the past 7 years. Because after every year, I would move to a new place. But
yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm here.
Nice. And how do you like here?
I'm good. I'm stationary.
It's
have
more
my pops.
Stable.
Yeah, I'm stable. My pops sit on their shelves and never coming down.
Except for that El Paso earthquake.
Oh, true. We never talked about that, huh?
No.
Did you guys experience it? No.
We didn't get anything. I woke up. Well, I'm sorry, but like I'm saying that like I just heard the news. Okay, everyone was like, they had an earthquake, and I was like, oh my god, what happened? And then my friend, like, she owns a glass shop, Shop 915 at Sunland Park.
Shout outs.
They're doing shout outs. They're doing deliveries. I mean, but she put it because she became obsessed with pops, and her pops had actually fallen off of their shelves. So since she owns a glass shop, she went into her shop and took all of like her glass off of it because, well, obviously if there was like an aftershock, I guess, or anything else that happens, like she didn't want all that merch falling. But
yeah.
But how was that for you guys?
I honestly didn't feel it.
I was in the area and nothing happened with us, but I was hearing reports because I was working at the time. A lot of people were saying, hey, did anybody feel that? Did something go happen? A lot of people were freaking out thinking something had happened. But I was also listening to the morning show, and they were talking about how people were reporting an earthquake and all this other stuff. And I guess it went all the way from somewhere around like Yarborough or like Lee Trevino, kind of close to Doña Ana. I don't know if that's true or accurate, or people were just saying that they felt it, but that's as far as what they were saying that day. I don't know, but it was definitely funny. It was nice in the sense that it wasn't like devastating. You know, some earthquakes can be bad, but it gave people something different to talk about for the day, because pretty much the whole time everyone was just talking about the virus, and lockdowns. Coronavirus. God, I hate that video so much.
It kind of reminds me of it reminds me back in 20. When did we have that first earthquake, or that first earthquake or tornado that everyone?
I think we had like a tornado. It was a tornado. That was like a. I don't remember earthquake, but I do remember the tornado.
But I just remember like a picture of a plastic lawn chair tipped over it, and people said El Paso earthquake 2012 or 2011, I think.
Yeah, I remember the same one was like the Sarco building getting demolished, and that was the earthquake.
Aww.
But I don't know. People are just dumb. They do a lot of like crazy shit over here.
Oh my god! Do you guys remember that Sarco meme when they like were putting Godzilla?
Yeah.
Oh, when they first demolished it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
There was one good one. There was one good one I saw. You remember that one movie? I forget who he's fighting in that one, but he's like drop kicking somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had like compiled it so where he was like drop kicking the Sarco Tower. So it's just like Godzilla just like floating and then just like hitting the Sarco Tower.
I actually made a school project with the footage from the Sarco crumbling down, because I was supposed to make an amusement park. No, it was in college. It was like my first year at EPCC. I had to make an amusement park, and I had to make a promotional like spiel for it. But I decided to make a video just because I like the video production. Yeah. So my idea was my idea was that the Sarco towers were gonna be like a drop. Those drop.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
yeah.
I don't know what they're called. But yeah.
The entire video, I'm saying like Sarco is the new hotspot, and we're gonna have this cool ride, and it's gonna take you all the way up to the top of the Sarco Tower and drop you all the way down. But in the background, you see the Sarco Towers like crumbling behind me. So we're gonna build the Sarco Towers right back up, and we're gonna make it a ride.
Right.
That's good El Paso history for you guys.
Hell yeah. So Jacob, I see you're wearing that Patriots hoodie that you like to wear.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about I don't think we've talked about it yet, but about Tom Brady moving over to Tampa Bay?
Hey man, it's It's been rough, honestly. I'm not gonna lie with you. Cried like at least 3 times. Breaking news.
That day? No, that hour.
Yeah, that day, nah, for real. That day, like I found out, we all knew he was leaving. That's the thing. Like every Patriots fan knew that, it was Tom Brady's last year. And we just didn't know whether he was gonna leave or he was gonna retire. And I'll tell you right now, all of us would have rather him, retire than go to another team.
Well, how'd you feel about that one commercial that he did where it was almost like he was like, I would just want to thank all the fans, and it's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, he's a troll. He does that shit all the time on Instagram. He's he's a jokester. He's like one of those like lame weirdo dads that lives next door. That he has those dad's jokes, and he has all that shit. He's a weirdo.
But the cringy dad jokes.
Yeah, exactly. He's a clown. But like to find
everybody,
out that,
Charles.
Oh, hello, Charles.
But to find out that it's like, I don't want to compare him to Aaron Rodgers, but like you guys were around with the Brett Favre days, I guess. Were you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when he left, wasn't it like what the?
A little bit. It was a little like, okay, well, who the heck is gonna fill his shoes now?
Right.
Because
was it Flynn for like a year or something?
No, it was Rodgers. Rodgers jumped in, and I immediately hated Rodgers as soon as he started. Yes, I hated Rodgers because there was a game where he substituted for Favre because Favre went down with a concussion or something. Rodgers came in and botched the whole game. He lost us the game. And then he came in, or Favre ended his career. Rodgers' first season, rough, very bad season. And but he became like now this staple quarterback that you kind of grew to love.
Right.
So I get your feeling. It's rough to lose your star quarterback.
Oh yeah, and especially after 20 years of dominance, and I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. It's weird because me and him share so many things together. It's weird because me and him have gone through heartbreak. Yeah,
he's talking to like he's his best friend.
It's like Tom Brady's like over here enjoying his day, and like Jacob's just there like experiencing it with him.
He's got like a spy headset. That's so funny.
Tom Brady's having like a burger or whatever, and Jacob's like,
and I'm just there like, hey, it's me and him share heartbreak. We share joy. We have all those memories together, man. Like, and I'm telling you, it's another feeling, and then just for him to go to another team like that, and then it's bad. It's bad. It's been a bad time for me as a Patriot fan. It's been okay because we still have Bill Belichick, and Bill we trust. But to see the guy who won you 6 Super Bowls is like pretty heartbreaking. Not gonna lie.
Are you gonna burn your Brady jersey?
No, that's my boy, man. That's my. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of seen him as a figure to look up to, So like, I guess I'm not inspired by him, but like I guess you can say, but he's taught me a lot of things as a man and as a dad, and just to keep going, like he has that mindset, and he's proven it in Super Bowl 51 and in Super Bowl 53. In Super Bowl 51, you're down 25 points late in the third quarter. You don't just give up. You know what I'm saying? You keep going, and you find a way to win. And
life motto.
Yeah.
Life motto.
So to see my boy wear the Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey, it's going to be hard to see, but I'm excited to see what he's going to do. I have high hopes for him. Yeah, it is. It is to see him in the NFC conference, but I have high hopes for him. I feel like he might do a lot of good things, but I'm not a Buccaneers fan, so I can't really say they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
I don't really know anyone who is, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. But
a lot more people now that Brady's there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. They're just like saying, I can't imagine being a Bucs fan over the last 20 years and being like our team sucks. And then all of a sudden in the offseason, Tampa Bay Bucks acquired Tom Brady, and you're just like, wow, from a 7-9 team to a Super Bowl team, like that's crazy, you know. So he deserves to leave. I'm not gonna lie, he deserved it. He's done so much for us. He deserved to go somewhere else and try something new. So
yeah,
He's
that's definitely
spreading
nice.
his wealth.
Yeah,
Sharing
my
his
head
wealth.
off. My head off to that man.
Do you guys actually think there's
his,
gonna be? Oh, sorry, Joe. What?
I was just saying he's just setting up his retirement home. He just
Well,
wanted
yeah,
to
pretty much. Well, because they were saying he wants to retire like in
Sprinkle some
Florida.
wealth
No.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
like,
only a 2-year deal. I think guaranteed 35 mil.
oh, that's not too bad.
No.
Do you guys
50.
think? Oh no way.
50.
So it's even more.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. You know, Belichick has always given him he's always giving Belichick a discount, you know, so he's like, give me this money now, blood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's now his like final 2 years, so it's like, nah, I'm not gonna sacrifice this anymore. Like, I need a nice little nest egg.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys think that football is gonna be postponed like everything else, or do you think we might kind of have to a little bit more normalcy the closer we get to like August?
That's tough.
I feel like OTAs, voluntary OTAs, training camp, and the preseason will be cut short because OTAs and voluntary OTAs are that's the whole summer, you know.
Yeah.
Then come August time, July August time, that's training camp, and then August is, you know, obviously the preseason, and then September is the regular. And I feel like all that might be cut short, but I think the regular season's gonna commence.
Kick off.
Time.
See, and I kind of think that would be the smart play, because it would be like, oh, hey, it's not as. I mean, obviously the training and stuff is important, but like the preseason, since nobody's really counting, it's more of kind of like just people getting their footing.
Yeah.
It's not as essential as everything else, so I don't see. I don't see how that. I wouldn't. Damn it! I can't talk today.
If
I can see how that wouldn't be.
Postponed, that means Halloween will be postponed. Football cannot be postponed. Okay, Halloween falls on a Saturday this year.
I mean, is it the Saturday, the daylight savings, and the full moon,
and then the full moon,
and then you have everything about this month in general being canceled because we're all pretty much quarantined, and it was supposed to be like a very popular month for you Washington heads over there.
It's going to be a close call.
It's a great month, okay?
Well, I mean, they haven't shut down any dispensaries, no?
Nope.
No.
Dispensaries are as essential as Walmarts and liquor stores.
Yeah. And furniture stores, apparently.
Oh, furniture stores are essential. Oh, I guess.
Still open, yeah.
Yeah?
It's a little gray. It's a little gray.
Yeah, I definitely see that more on like a little leaning more towards the non, but I can kind of see how they can argue for it. It definitely makes more sense than when GameStop was like not shutting down for a while. Are they still open? You know?
They do drive up. Like you can order online and drive up and pick up.
I guess that's better, but yeah. There was actually a really cool thing that they were doing yesterday at the Texas Roadhouse. They were doing like $5 steaks, and these are like the actual like prime freaking. It was a 6 ounce.
It was a 6 ounce.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Yeah, it was a 6 ounce.
You did it?
No, I thought about it. It's like it was a hell of a deal. Yeah, I think it was 6 ounce and 2 sides.
Yeah,
for $5.
The whole sign me up.
The whole family like actually went and got some. It took a while because obviously it was a really popular sale, but the steak was amazing. I mean, it's still typical, pretty good. The bread is still like amazing with the little cinnamon butter shit. But
oh my god,
it was a good deal. It was a good deal. Your boy ate great yesterday.
You guys talk about food. Like I miss so much food from home and so much food from just Texas in general, like Texas barbecue. There's this one place up here. It's called Danny's Barbecue. The guy's straight from Texas, and that's as close as I can get to like Texas barbecue.
Actual Texas barbecue.
Yes.
What about Mexican food? Is that just non-existent at all?
Actually, my new location where I've relocated is in Everett. So this is like the area, the Everett Linwood area seems to have a lot more like
Hispanic
color.
Oh,
color.
It's more diverse.
Yes, it's more diverse than where I was because I mean it was basically like a smaller town with like primarily like military people and like retired people and stuff like that. So yeah, like over here, like you see a lot more like Mexican restaurants, a lot more like Asian cuisine, a lot like there's a lot of stuff. But the food, I found this one place so far down in Tacoma, which is an hour away from me, and it's called El Rinconcito. That's like the closest that I can get to like Mexican food. Like I have to drive an hour, you guys.
Oh,
I'm hurting because Chico's has been shut down. Like that sucks. I haven't been able to
On
get.
Twitter, there was like a recipe to do the Chico's tacos.
Yeah, but it just doesn't come
it.
out the same.
Well, it says the guy that doesn't know how to mix coffee.
Oh, true. Yeah, that sucked. I kept adding more and more. I don't know what the hell kind of stupid thing was happening. Why coffee doesn't like to mix in this side of town than on Joe's side of town, but it was good. It just added a little bit of alcohol to it, and it was perfect.
Speaking of food, I just tried Whataburger's new bacon burger combo with a Dr. Pepper shake.
How was the shake? Because I was tempted. I was tempted the other day, and there's two actually. There's like the regular, and then there's the malt. And I'm curious to see about that.
Send me spicy ketchup, and I'll forgive you.
Spicy ketchup. That's easy.
Yes.
You could buy that like in the thing now, in like a little.
I know they don't sell it up here.
What?
They don't have a Whataburger
It's not Texas. It's not.
I know. Send it over.
It's not the coast, Julian.
Hey, the coast is good. They got good seafood. I could. Sushi
out here is bomb.
Yeah. It's really good.
I would love to have sushi out there. I've been wanting a good sushi.
I'll send you sushi
lately.
if you send me Whataburger. We'll both get there like tasting the same-ish, to you and to me.
Joe doesn't even like seafood, you poser.
I love sushi.
What's up, Jacob?
That the food's gonna be all disgusting when they arrive and shit.
Yeah, that's right. He'll get disgusting sushi. I'll get disgusting Whataburger. But we each have like sushi and Whataburger
from each other's area. So like with mailing and whatnot, like I actually signed us up for freaking what is it? Well, it doesn't matter because they're not sponsoring us anyway, so who cares? But I actually got like a digital postal scale, so that way we can start mailing stuff like all of a sudden keychains and whatnot.
Still available?
Straight from home. Still available. So yeah, Joe, you were saying about your shakes. Sorry to divert there.
They make me quake.
Yeah, my bad.
No, the shake was interesting because I mean it's been I think 3 or 4 years since I've actually had an actual Dr. Pepper, so I didn't have much of a comparison. But from what I remember a Dr. Pepper tasting like, that I don't think it translated that well into the shake.
You disappoint me.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know if
you
you
can
call it a Dr. Pepper shake.
You're more of a Mountain Dew?
It used to be when I would drink soda. Yeah, Mountain Dew was my go-to.
Boom! I got it right.
Yeah.
Why haven't you had a Dr. Pepper?
What's up?
Why haven't you had Dr. Pepper?
Because I don't drink soda. So
you don't?
No, I don't. The only soda I'll drink is if it's in my whiskey, and that's usually like Sprite. I drink whiskey Sprites.
So 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give the burger 7, a solid 7, and the shake like a 4 or 5.
How dare you? Meeting over. No, just kidding.
Meeting adjourned.
I know. Yeah, I was actually really curious about it because my company, they gave us these Whataburger gift cards for like, and I thought it was only going to be like $10, but when I put it into my app, it gave me like 20, and I was like, oh, your boy can eat good today. But, yeah, I know.
just the seething jealousy from Priscilla.
Oh yeah. No, but yeah, it was. I don't know. I wasn't able to go because when I looked at the line, it just like circled around, which is kind of crazy now. How like drive-throughs have become so packed.
Yeah, like when I went to go pick up my food today, the drive-through was ridiculous.
You didn't do the curbside or whatever?
I did the curbside. I always order ahead.
So do you guys think that the drive-throughs are more packed now since kids are like out of school now? So there's like a lot of parents that don't want to go to the store because they don't want to end up like picking something up and then bringing it home to their kid, and then like they're already not stuck with their kid, but like like every
No, you
single
could say
day, all
stuck.
day, every day. Well, I
I
mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know, like
You can say that because
charming
I'm
lives of
stuck
the
with
parents.
I'm stuck with you.
Jacob knows, especially whenever we play COD, he's always like,
I'm
dang it.
telling.
But like,
Yeah,
but like
fuck.
that's why. Like, do you guys think that that's why, or that could be like a result? Because I mean, come on, parents work a lot, and how many really do cook for their kids, or like have
The
like
time.
a good extended amount of like foods that they know, or like recipes or ingredients and stuff like that?
I think definitely for sure.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
definitely a
easier
struggle.
to a lot of people.
And then,
Speaking
like
on kids though, I'm giving Walmart's a little bit of credit on that, or just people in general. That the last time I went to Walmart, I didn't see really any kids there. So, kudos to the people for actually
because they're all
listening
at the
to that rule
convenience
and
stores, man.
keeping kids home.
Yeah, I'm noticing a more influx of traffic with the youngins at my convenience stores.
Just kids
And
like nothing to do, so they go to the
yeah, they go
7-Eleven.
to the little 7-Elevens or Valeros or Circle K's and whatnot. They buy their little Arizona
Oh,
teas and hot Cheetos with.
Valero!
Oh well, they can't do hot Cheetos with cheese anymore because they shut down the cheese machine. But they buy like their little Cheetos and whatnot, and then don't
Do
practice
they still
social
make fresh
distance
sugar
because they
cookies?
like, huh?
Does Valero still make fresh sugar cookies?
No, I don't think so because now they're all like Circle K's. So now they
Well,
all
Ew.
have like
there's still some, yeah. Circle K took out like a bunch of Valeros.
yeah. So now
Rude.
what they sell are Krispy Kreme donuts, and some of them have like Subways. The Subways
Mm.
have the cookies still, obviously, but I don't
The
see that many Valero cookies.
Valero down in the valley, I think they still have like a little pastry section.
Oh, that's because they're that's like a little mom and pop shop. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of interesting because you find out that like Valero's actually now like just a gas station. They're no longer like, well, they're not gas stations. They sell the gas, but they're not convenience stores anymore. So I don't know. It's just
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
But
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah, I know, right? But I don't know. It's just been like a whole new learning curve. How some of the stores are like really feeling the virus, and some of them are like feeling it a lot more as well in a alternate aspect. Like some of my stores have switched, and you could definitely tell because it's a lot more of like the neighborhood areas where the kids like have nothing to do. So it's like, oh well, I'm done playing on Animal Crossing, so let me just go grab some chips and hang out.
Some backwoods.
Yeah.
So I asked
Some Swishers.
I asked the girls last week on how they feel things are going to change like once all this is done. I mean, how do you guys feel like you personally are going to change once it's done, or how do you see the world changing like once all this is done?
Yeah. I don't know, man. People are. I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't thought about that far into the future.
What about like you yourself? Like are you gonna like avoid touching hands and like wash your hands more often or whatever?
I mean, I wash my hands all the time. That was never a thing for me. And I'm with Priscilla too, man. Like, I don't wear gloves. I don't wear masks. So, like, I mean, I'm not going to start, wearing all that shit. And I'm
So
not saying that it
actually,
doesn't work, but still.
the whole thing, like, Chris and I had talked about this because we went to Silva, and it's like a magnet school and everything. There was a teacher that had told us when we were in school long ago that if you wear a protective mask for your face, it's not going to do anything for you unless it's actually going to harm you more. Like if you're like not sick and you're wearing it. So that's something that we've always like heard of. And then like also with the gloves, like people are just like they reuse their masks, put them everywhere. Like they're reusing their gloves, touching everything from the grocery store, bringing that shit everywhere else. Like,
yeah.
So,
there's actually this video of some nurse that kind of showed, she used like a paint as like to symbolize like the germ, And she's like, oh, look, I pick up this thing and there's that little germ. And then she's like, oh, my phone's ringing. And then she picks up the phone and then you see like the paint on the phone. And it's like, you kind of see how like the germ just keeps traveling. Oh, wait, I need to get my car keys. Germ's now on the car keys. So she was explaining how like if you want to wear gloves, that's fine. But just know that it's not going to really...
If you're touching other things, I mean, you're still spreading whatever's on the glove.
Exactly. You're still doing cross-contamination.
Like, do these people wash their fruit when they get home?
Yeah. Or
but anyways,
the lettuce or whatever.
Jacob. Yeah. But you were saying, Jacob, sorry.
No, well, that's pretty much it. I honestly don't know how... I probably won't let people touch my kids no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like to, like old people like to see Xavier or Bethany and like be like, oh, hey, get chulo, and like, you know, touch them and shit. I think this time I'll be like, nah, back up.
Yeah, let me see them hands. And you just put like the little...
You carry hand sanitizer everywhere.
Then you get the huevo to cleanse them from el malo ojo.
Yeah.
But
how about you, Priscilla? How do you feel like it's going to come out after everything's over?
I honestly feel like people are starting to realize a lot of things during this time, just because there's a lot of shifts in the world happening. There's a lot of people that are like, holy shit, I have to be away from work because it's considered shut down and I'm not considered an essential worker, and they've worked all their lives and they don't know what to do now. Or like they don't know how it is back at home with their family. So it's giving like families a lot of like chance to reconnect and be like, oh hey, like these things are important. I guess what I'm trying to say is prioritization. Like it's going to be a reality check for like all the priorities that people have placed before.
Yeah.
And like bring them forward. And it's going to show you basically where your attention is. I know that there's these like memes about like, oh, quarantine day, 32 day, whatever. And you're like eating or sleeping or checking your phone, but like what are people really doing? Like, you know, for me personally, I feel like I'm gonna come out of this different because currently I'm working on yoga teacher training. I start my first class in May. It's strictly online, just so that nobody freaks out. But that's gonna enable me to be able to like start teaching classes and start like reaching out and reaching towards more people. And I don't know, I feel like I'll have more of an involvement with like that aspect of my life. So.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can see some people trying to reevaluate their lives like once this is over. And I mean, you were just deemed non-essential, so you know there's no security for you.
Yeah.
And like, you know, sometimes like, for example, I was talking about it the other day that like people sometimes when I said that they like don't work for a long time, it's just like when they retire, like people stop working and then sometimes they die. Like, how scary is that? This is like a pre-reality check. Like, don't die just because you stop working. Go find a hobby.
It's also kind of giving people somewhat of like a new learning curve. Obviously, like with this whole setup, like Zoom and stuff, people are starting to learn how to utilize technology and internet in different ways. And I think it's really starting to open up like, oh, hey, maybe we don't have to go to work, or maybe I could have been working from home this whole time and I don't have to be crowding like the streets and all that, you know?
Granny Priscilla just learned how to use Zoom today.
Yeah. And same with Jacob too.
I suck at technology still, okay, guys? I still suck at technology. Bad.
I've definitely been learning a lot more new stuff, especially now that we're doing a lot more meetings like this and via phone or whatever. It's been...
I feel like people are also like gonna look back into their roots, because if you notice a lot of like the low, or at least up here, like Lowe's and Home Depot and like Walmart and stuff, like I know it's springtime, but they're really, really promoting like growing your own stuff and like being able to provide for yourself and your family in another manner, I guess.
You're talking about kicking it back to your Great Depression roots. You're talking about all the way back.
I will trade you 2 eggs for 1 tomato.
Whatever.
Okay, well, I guess we should wrap this one up. Thank you again, Jacob and Priscilla, for joining us today on this week 2 of our remote podcasts.
Number 2.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you, Priscilla. Thanks for
Shizzle.
For shizzle.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Next
Jacob,
time
for
you can get
jumping
your
on.
cards read.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Should we
do you want to
just do that as
yeah,
like a
if
quick
you want
little
quick ending?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll let's read my cards today since we can do that. Priscilla over here.
All right, I'm gonna take my headphones off so I can get the cards real quick. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So while she's getting that, you actually gonna play Call of Duty with us today, Julian, or what?
Yeah, I'll play Call of Duty. I'm sorry I've been so busy lately, but I've been doing stuff and
Like
things.
what?
Like, don't worry about it. Just kidding.
Like,
I would like to take this time to mention that we still have keychains available for $5. Just send me a DM and I will mail it to you somehow. If you live in El Paso, I could just drop it off in your mailbox so that way I could practice social distancing. And don't worry, I have my handy dandy little bottle of sanitizer, so I have that.
Hey, buy those keychains. They're what?
Yeah, they're
making
pretty
sure
sweet.
it's all clean and shit.
Yeah, they're all clean. I keep them secured away from anyone.
Sprays disinfectant every night.
Fresh.
Before bed.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. What do I need to do?
All right. You, my friend, are going to come up with a question that you want Spirit to answer. Any question that you want.
Do I say it out loud or do I keep it in my mind?
You can say it out loud.
Yeah.
You just need to think of a question that you want answered. It could be about anything, anyone, a situation, anything that you want, anything that you feel that the universe needs to like lead you on to, guide you, give you something.
Okay, let's see. I feel like asking about Corona is too obvious. So how about a little more personal words like, will I be able to travel by the end of the year? Because I've been wanting to actually do that. Was kind of like my game plan for the year, but it kind of got ruined. Oh, you know what? Actually, I would. How about? Will I be able to start school by the end of the year? How about that? Let's do that one. Because I was supposed to start that last month, but yeah.
So you asked your question, and then this is the card that you got.
Infinity?
I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's like
a rope. Well, yeah, it looks like an infinity. It's a snake.
Ooh.
Let me see, because I'm landscape, right? So I don't know the way.
No, you had it right.
You had it right. You had it
right the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Well, yeah. So that card is the Daughter of Wands.
The Daughter of Juan.
The daughter of Juan.
It takes Juan to know Juan.
You would. You totally would.
Julian, you asked about school, and this card just popped out, and it speaks about vision and being passionate. The Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or to start a family, is busy with the career, and can be stubborn and much stronger than he or she looks. As with all the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can represent someone going through a transformation or a spiritual breakthrough.
It's me. I'm sorry, guys. This is my coming out. I'm actually a woman.
I know it.
It has to do with school, DTD.
No, I know. That's so cool. That's a really interesting card.
Yeah, transitioning and transforming, like going into school, are you changing your major? Are you pursuing your major? Like, what are you doing? Like, you have a vision, you have something that you found that is your true calling or your true passion, and you're gonna go for it.
Oh, I was like, oh yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like essentially that's you starting being able to start.
Okay.
Essentially, yes, you are.
No, it's cool. It's actually really fascinating because
in terms of the Magic 8 Ball, I believe that's outlook looks good.
I know.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty tight. It actually fits a lot with, I guess, transitioning from like not going to school to going to school, and also from like focusing more on this aspect versus focusing more on this aspect instead. So, it's a really cool card. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
And with that,
thank you, Priscilla. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
All right, guys.
Stay sunny, guys.
Yeah, stay sunny.